Intel SIS comes preloaded with commonly used drugs in Malaysia, and the drugs just need to be activated, instead of adding as new item. If the item is not in the preloaded list, it can add it as new item. Go to the inventory page. First, we make sure the item we are going to add is not already available in the inventory. This is important to ensure there are no double entries for the same item. Double-click the search field to enable search of inactivate items. Make sure this red border appears here once you have double-clicked. Otherwise the search will not list inactive items. Type in the name of the item you would like to add to check whether it is already available. In this example, we are going to add syrup Vetoline expectorant. The inactivate items will appear in gray, active items will appear in white. When we are sure the item we are about to add is not present in current inventory, click New. If the item to be added is an injection, tick here. Only items with this injection ticked will appear under Injections in the patient page, otherwise they will be listed under Medicines. If the item to be added is a non-prescription item, tick here. Examples of non-prescription items are cotton, gauze, containers and spatulas. Non-prescription items will not appear in both Injections and Medicines in the patient page. For panel patients, if this item is to be discounted as per the panel settings, tick here. If this item is a kit, tick here. Rapid test kits, UPT cassettes are examples of kits. More on how to add kits under the topic Kits. If kit is ticked, no presc will be ticked automatically and injections cannot be kits. Click here to list the available pharmaceutical forms. Note that pharmaceutical form is not inventory unit, as such do not use bottle, tube or other inventory units as pharmaceutical form. Select size. Our item is syrup Vetoline expectorant. Type in the trade name of the item along with the concentration. Note that for most drugs, it is important to enter the concentration like this. Type in the generic components of this drug. If there are multiple generic components/ingredients, separate them by commas. The generic components are important to determine the allergies. In our example, these are the generic components. Type in the display name for patient's reference. This will be printed on the labels and needs to be simple. We enter Vetoline expectorant in this example. Type in the purpose of this item for patient's reference. This will be printed on the labels and needs to be simple. We enter Batuque in this example. Type in the unit of measurement here. Select the inventory unit here. Note that using the lowest inventory unit is recommended, E1 ml for syrup, mixture, emulsions and any drugs in liquid forms. For creams and ointments, 1G is recommended as the inventory unit. Using the lowest inventory unit, 1 ml, 1G, you do not have to create multiple inventory items for the same item that comes in different container/bottle sizes. Egg for Pcm 100 ml bottle and 120 ml bottle, you do not need to have two separate items in the inventory list. Enter the cost price according to the inventory unit. As the inventory unit is 1 ml, enter the cost of 1 ml, and not one bottle. This cost will be automatically adjusted when this item is received from the suppliers. The selling price for charge mode view will be automatically entered based on the cost price. You still can change the price here. Enter the selling price here, for charge mode A. Enter the selling price for panel patients. Number 1 is for all ungrouped panel patients. If you have any panels in group 2 to 10, enter the selling prices here. Note that all costs/selling prices must follow this inventory unit. If you choose to use bottle as the inventory unit, you will need to specify the bottle size here. If you have numerous bottle sizes, you will end up creating numerous inventory entries for the same item. This is the reason why the lowest inventory unit is recommended. If you choose to use one bottle as the inventory unit, make sure the cost price is for one bottle and not 1 ml. The same for the selling prices. If you choose to use one bottle as the inventory unit, make sure the selling prices are for one bottle and not 1 ml. The same for the panel selling prices. If you choose to use one bottle as the inventory unit, make sure the selling prices are for one bottle and not 1 ml. In this example, we will be using 1 ml as the inventory unit. Select the correct class here. Items with class poison will be entered in prescription book as required by law. Items with class psychotropic will be entered in psychotropic registry as required by law. If this drug is not suitable for anyone under certain age, enter the minimum age in months here. If this drug is selected for patients under this age, an alert will be shown in patient page. To enable automatic dosage calculation for patients according to body weight, enter the concentration and dosage formula here. If you have grouped any panel into group number 2 to 10, you can check the panels in that group by clicking I. This is the panel in group 2. Click I to close this box. The GSD codes are filled in automatically following the codes as saved in add/edit clinic details. Select the default dosage. This default dosage will be filled in automatically when this item is selected in the patient page. Dosage description will be automatically filled in when dosage/freak is selected. This is for patient reference and will be printed on the labels. Enter the indications and dosage guide if available. These can be seen by the doctor in the patient page and can be helpful. If you have a preferred supplier/vendor for this item, select the vendor here. Click Add to save this item. Let's try to search the item we have just added. It is now listed in the drop-down. Note that it is now in white color, and active items will appear in gray. To make any changes, tick Allow Edit. Now we will specify the order levels for this item. Click Order Levels. Specify the minimum levels that should be available at any time. For two-tier clinics, you can specify store and local, dispensary, levels, whereas in one-tier clinics, only store levels can be specified. Pay attention to the inventory units, e.g. 1 ml. Click Update to save these levels. That's it. You're done.